chemist.
Welcome to the lounge, y'all. Here with my boys. This is me, Jason. I got my boy Dave with me.
What's going on, man? How y'all feeling out there?
Hold on. Not even to cut you off, bro, but...
Hey, what's going on, man?
And Dave, you know I've been, like, for a minute, bro. Hold on, Tyler. My nigga, next time you say something about my daughter, bro...
Fuck you talking
we
about?
gonna have a problem, my nigga, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Fuck
Like,
you
this
talking
whole
about?
shit could be done right now, bro.
I had no idea.
Nah, you fucking going on. Y'all wild, yo.
Yo, I tried to hold that in.
Nah. You're a clown for that.
Anyway, yo, you
What's
stupid.
going on, people? What's going on? It's Mr. Brick James himself, live and direct in the flesh.
What's good?
Who's this, man? Who you got with you today, man?
My little good. Got a little Tyler.
Tyler, say hi.
What's going on, Tyler? You feeling
What's up,
today, Tyler?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, man, that's cool,
You
man.
got your daughter with you
Over to
today.
the lounge, Tyler.
What's going on? I bring you got your daughter with you today and all that?
Of course, daddy duties, man.
That's
Daddy
good.
duties.
I know that gotta be rough, man. I know.
It's the joy of America. You gonna give him pound? There we go.
One time.
Yeah.
It's the joy of America.
Yeah.
Give me some.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people view fathers as not being good. There's fathers that's good, and I feel like the good ones don't get the credit for being a good father.
Oh, hold on.
you know?
She said give her some.
Give her
Go ahead,
what?
give
What
him
you
some.
want?
There you go.
Ah.
Give him some. There you go.
She with it.
All right. You gave everybody some. All right.
So tell me, how does it feel to be a father, man? What's going on?
Right.
Bro, it is completely life changing. Like it just gives it gives you a different mindset. And I know like there's a lot of people out there who going through like different situations with their child's father and stuff like that. Yeah. And there's some men out there who, you know, aren't ready to be fathers. But I mean, I think nobody's ready to be a parent. There's no like set time, like, yeah, I'm gonna be a parent at this time. Nah. Certain things happen in life and they change you. Some change for the better, some change for the worse. But as you can see, like not all men that are fathers are out here just running around, not taking care of their responsibilities and stuff like that, or not trying to be in a child's life.
You know what's crazy is like on social media, I see a lot of women bashing their baby fathers, like, hey, my baby father ain't shit and he don't be doing nothing. And it's like then there's ones like you that, you know, that want to be there for your kid and want to do right by your kid, but unfortunately situations happen, like you said.
Yeah, like those are unfortunate situations where, you know, I gotta say this, like I don't respect the man who has a child and does not try to be in that child's life. I just can't respect it. Right. Along with men that abuse women, that's just something that I can't get down with. I've never.
Do you think certain women make it hard for men to be present in their child's lives?
Yeah, of course. I think there are women out there who do make it hard for whatever reason. There are some women who, you know, didn't take the breakup well, or there's some women who gotten cheated on. There's still that hatred towards their child's father and stuff like that, which leads them into, you know, making it harder for them. But as you know, somebody who isn't with their child's mother anymore, whatever the case may be, that doesn't mean that you stop being a parent. Regardless of what goes on, you cannot stop being a parent.
How's the relationship with you and her mom? You and little Tyler's mom?
That relationship is a little rocky, but you know, like I said, at the end of the day, you gotta still be. I still have to be a parent at the end of the day, regardless if her mom doesn't, you know. If me and her mom are not seeing eye to eye, I still have to be a father to my daughter at the end of the day, and that's something that I'm going to die being. Like at the end of the day, I'm going to die being a father to my child.
What are some of the most biggest challenges you faced being a father?
The biggest challenges?
Just some of your challenges. I know you go through things every day. I know it's tough, but what are some of the biggest challenges that you faced being a father?
I would say the communication. Like there has to be more communication between
parents.
Both parents. Like co-parenting is exactly what it says. Co-parenting. You guys are coming together, regardless if you can't be in a relationship or whatever. You guys can't have a comfortable relationship with each other. You guys still have to come together as a unit, as a team, to still raise this child. And that's just something that I feel like me and my daughter's mom struggle with. And it's unfortunate, but you know, like I said, at the end of the day, she still has to be a mom to my daughter, and I still have to be a father.
What I feel is most interesting is that we all three of us, we all know each other and stuff like that. I have a child as well, but you know, we all go through our different situations or whatever like that. But let's talk about, how do you feel about the justice system in terms of males and the situation that they're placed in, and how it places up? It's an unfair situation.
Nah, it's bug because it's like I be seeing situations. I know people personally that be going through situations where they just trying to use because they baby father don't want to be with them no more. It's like, boom, I'm gonna put him on child support. Fuck him. Oh, he don't want to be with me. He got another girl. I'm gonna let him feel it, and that be their way.
The courts ain't playing fair. You know what I mean?
And I didn't know that. I used to hear it a lot from like friends of mine. I mean, a lot of the reasons I didn't want a child when I was, you know, a little younger was because I watched a lot of my friends go through, you know, the BS with court, the BS with, and some of those dudes, you know, they were the cause of why their child's mother felt the way or treated them away. But at the end of the day, like, going to court, man, that is the wackest thing to do.
You going through that shit right now?
Male or female, like, I went through child support. I went through a bunch of different cases.
I feel like that situation is not fair either. Like, for you to be in court and the judge don't even want to hear what you have to say. I just feel like that's, like, how is that fair? Like, you're a judge. I feel like there's two sides to every story. But when it comes to the man, it's like, when a woman takes you to court, it's an automatic loss. And I just feel like that's not cool.
It is, like, and it's sad that for you to get your point across in court, you have to hire a lawyer, right? You have to hire a lawyer to tell the judge exactly what you was gonna tell the judge. So it's just like, yo, like,
I could tell him.
Why can't you hear it coming from me?
Right.
So because this guy has a degree and has a license to be a lawyer, whatever the case may be, it sounds better hearing the same exact thing that I'm gonna tell you from this man. And that's the part that, like, gets me, and it sucks. I mean, and when you do get to speak, it's somewhat limited. They're not here for you, regardless of if you're taking care of your child or not. They're here because you're on child support, and on top of that, they have hundreds of cases that week, thousands if even. Like, that day, they're listening to case after case after case after case after case. So sometimes I do, like, you know, you got to bear with them because they hearing the same thing all day. Yeah. All day they're hearing the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's just like, especially if you're somebody, like, if you're a judge that grew up in the inner city and you know what that type of stuff is like,
you have some type of sympathy.
Yeah, not even sympathy, just lend them your ear. Lend them your ear. Like, there's always two sides of the story. Right. I get it. And but that two sides of the story shouldn't be one-sided, where it's just like, I'm going to believe 80% of what she's saying and 20% of what this man is saying. And that's the part where I just feel like that's fucked up. And it's not.
But it goes both ways, because what about the women that have to deal with the kids, take care of their kids, and the men that just up and leave and just like, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything.
Those are cowards. Those dudes are cowards. Those dudes are cowards. Yo, and it's like, most of us grew up in the inner city. A lot of us didn't have both parents when we were growing up. So why would you want that for your child? We always talk about how we want better for our child. Like, oh, I didn't grow up with, and it be the craziest things. Like, I didn't grow up with Jordans, so I want my child to grow up with Jordans. Yeah. No, why you don't want your child to grow up with both parents? Like, why is designer more important than your child growing up in a household where both of her parents or both of his parents are living? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, single family homes are so normalized nowadays that it's crazy. It's retarded.
You see that shit a lot
on
social media.
Like, I would speak to a bunch of people and they'd be like, yeah, you know, that stuff happens and this and that, but like, why is it okay?
What kills me is that, not just because you're sitting right in front of me, but I know you for a couple of years now, and Jesus Christ. What kills me is that I know a lot of dudes that are on child support, women who collect child support from their baby fathers, and these dudes actually deserved it. But you are one guy who
That's a fact.
who I see you every day on social media. It's Tyler this, it's Tyler that. You're in your child's life. And I just feel like that's unfair. Like, you actually have a guy who wants to be in his kid's life, and you're literally making his life hell. I just feel like that's very unfair. Can you talk about just some of the events, some of the antics that you had to go through just trying to be with your daughter? Because I feel like there's a lot of dudes that don't want to be in their child's lives, but here you got Ray. Ray is really trying to be in his daughter's life. But why would you make it so hard when he actually wants to be there? Can you tell me about some of them unfortunate events?
Bro.
Some of those unfortunate events.
And none of this is like a knock to my child's mother or anybody who go through any of these situations. But it should be no reason why, if we're co-parenting, right? I feel like we're all adults. If we're not together, or we're not, seeing eye to eye, we still have to come to some type of agreement. And it should be no reason. Tyler, stop. All right. There should be no reason why I only see my daughter, 2 holidays out of a year.
Like, you want to be there. Like, you want to be there. You want to help. You got a parent that's willing to do parental duties, and here you are.
And it's like
crazy.
Just recently, I didn't see my daughter for Thanksgiving, and at first it bothered me. So I asked to see her. I asked to see her for Christmas. And the ultimatum or the dilemma that I was faced with was basically, I'll get her for the weekend leading up until Christmas morning, and basically I have to have her back Christmas morning, and it sucked because my mom was looking for, my mom, she got grandkids, and she's a pastor and all of that, so she's into the family thing. She gets excited around the holidays, so just like any other grandmother would. So she threw something for the kids, and unfortunately, Tyler wasn't. I mean, she threw it on Christmas morning. Well, Christmas Day. It was supposed to be in the afternoon. My nieces and nephews didn't get to the house until the afternoon. But unfortunately, Tyler wasn't able to participate in any of that because I had to bring her back to Jersey by 2 o'clock. Right. Now, when I go to Jersey, that's about a 3-hour, 3.5-hour ride. Right. And I had to leave the Bronx around 11 o'clock in the morning. We woke up at 9. I brought her to my mom's house at 9:30. Just so my mom could see her for a little while. And it sucked because my mom was sad, and she was like, yo, you know what, just, take her back home because I don't want you to get into any problems or anything like that. And just hearing that from her was just like, damn, this is whack. And whatever, like I said, whatever situations any guy goes through with their child's mother, I just feel like at the end of the day, you still have to communicate with her and help her out, whatever the case may be. You guys are still, regardless, you still a team together. Like, y'all have to raise this child together.
Y'all gonna be in each other's life forever.
If y'all like it or not, it's a life contract, fam. Like, you gonna have to raise your child together. And it was like I wanted to see my daughter for her birthday, but unfortunately I couldn't. You
didn't see your daughter for her birthday?
I didn't see her for her birthday.
Damn.
And there's nothing that the judge can do?
It's not that. This is where it falls on me now, because it's just like me knowing how, not even saying knowing, because I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to court and all of that. My fear is I won't be able to get my child as much as I want to. But anything, I'm not thinking, correctly, because anything would be better than, what's going on right now. Yeah. But that's just been my fear. Like, the judge is not going to want to hear me. And I've always been the person where I don't want to do something unless I know I can do it. So I don't want to go to court unless I know it's going to go my way. Like, if I know I'm going to get my daughter...
It usually don't go to the male's way anyway. Like,
right.
I agree.
So I'm kind of like in a lose-lose situation where I gotta take what I can get.
Do you think she's being spiteful?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like, do you think she's doing this to punish you?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like, yo, we not together. I was the cause of why we was not together. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, and we broke up, and that's fine. You know, you started doing you. You know, we were living together. You were doing you, and I sat back. We broke up. I'm not living there no more. You gotta do it or whatever. That's fine. At the end of the day, at some point in time in her life, she's gonna get married. Like, I'm not worried about, her being in a relationship with anybody. My situation is, if you're gonna have this person around my daughter, at least give me the common courtesy to like meet this person, speak to him, right? Not on no rowdy,
disrespectful terms.
Facts, because then that's not gonna end up well for anybody. Nobody in this situation is gonna.
It's just uncomfortable across the board.
So that's my whole spew. Like, just let me and that person have a relationship to where we cool and stuff like that.
And you have a daughter too, so
right. Think about even all these situations that's going on nowadays, all these perverted men that you don't know. You hear stories like that on the news.
You don't know.
That's a good point.
A girl, baby.
It was a point in time where like I was watching like the news and the
stepfather did some foul shit.
Right, yeah. like I found I saw an article where dude had to find out that his daughter was dead from Facebook, bro. Like,
what?
Like, he didn't even know. Like, he had to find out that his daughter was dead from Facebook. Like, people are hitting him up on Facebook. His mom, they hitting up like, yo, did you go on Facebook? Like, or did you see what happened to such and such? Like, I'm not gonna be one of those dudes, because if something happened to my daughter,
that's bad.
I'm going to jail.
You find out through social media.
It's horrible.
What if he wasn't on the gram that day? Like, what? That's crazy.
You're gonna get phone calls or text messages, and this is not. I don't want people to think that this is like a bash towards mothers, because I literally I adore women and mothers in general, because without child, like, there is no nobody.
Right.
There's no nobody. I watched my daughter's mom go through 9 months. Tyler, stop. I watched her go through 9 months of basically hell, bro.
Sexy, right? The drip.
I watched her go through 9 months of hell. Like, literally, she almost died in the hospital. Like, I was ready to go to jail because of the way that the nurses, all of that. So like that made me have a different appreciation for like women. Single mothers, they get it even worse. Like, It's as a woman in a relationship, you kind of have some help, but you still have, your troubles and stuff like that. But as a single mother doing it all on your own, my hat goes off.
How do you feel about these women? Like, what is your message toward these just women who are not fair, who are unfair toward men who want to be in their child's lives?
I love her.
I mean, I feel like those things are phases. You can't hate. You can hate somebody for so long, and for you to hate somebody, like, you really have to they have to have done something stupid. Well, I know for me at least, I can't just hate people. Like, that's just not in me. Like, you really you had to murder my mom,
right?
You'd had them. I would
to get that treatment forever,
right? So I think people go through phases, and that's normal. Like, you're a human being. You're not gonna be feeling somebody for so long, and then one day we all mature. We all mature. So it's not only women, it's men too. There's men out there who mad at their baby moms for leaving them, and they like, yo, well, you leaving me, that ain't my kid no more. Like, little dumb corny shit. Everybody have a little bit of corny in them.
That. I know a couple stories like that too.
It's men and women. There's men out there who not taking care of their kids because they baby mom left them and she happy with the next dude, and that's just corny, bro. Like, and there's women out there, vice versa, who feel bad or they fucked up because they dude cheated or left, and they like, you know what? All right, you wanted to do that to me. Like, I'm gonna make you feel that same hurt, and I just feel like we shouldn't be living like that anymore. Like,
how can that change? Do you think that,
bro? That's not going to change.
That's just.
I'm asking, like, do you think that there's something that can be done to make it fair for men?
How?
Bro, the
system be designed.
No.
What about a movement? What about a potential something?
True, and I've thought about stuff like that.
Social media is the biggest way to reach a wide audience. Why can't a bunch of fathers start a movement? Make some. If you want to be heard, you got to make noise. Why can't a bunch of fathers like Ray?
There's
hit myself, get together. I sound bad deadbeat, like fathers like Ray.
Nah, there
Just
are.
come together against unfair.
I've spoken to a bunch of people, and there are like Facebook pages like that,
Okay.
like where they got like father movements and
How
stuff
you
like
feel?
that.
Do you think they're onto something?
I think, me personally, I think that conversation has to be brought up by women, because the because when you hear about deadbeat fathers, who is it being brought up by?
Women.
You know, and men too. We bring it up like, oh, that nigga's a cornball. Like, how you don't take care? Like, it be real issues going on because of this shit. Like, a deadbeat father, bro, you getting packed out, bro. Like, it's over. You don't want to take care of your kid? All right, boom, I'm gonna take care of your kid. Now, when you do want to take care of your kid, you come over here, you getting jabbed. Like, but I think that conversation has to be started by women. Like, the same recognition that they can give a deadbeat, give the positive energy for those men out there who are trying to, you know, see their child or whatever the case may be. And it needs to be a discussion that happens between men and women, like a very mature
Sure.
conversation, like where everybody sit down and they express how they feel, like their true, real feelings. What happened, baby? I think that should happen, where it's just like a discussion needs to happen, whether it's via comments on the Shade Room or
Because it's just, I feel like for example, like the situations after you guys aren't together, then it's the child support thing. Then somebody gotta move out. I just feel like, I feel like as a man, a woman has your life in her hands.
Yo, they
And
always say
your whole life
a
just
baby
come
mother,
crumbling down.
a baby mother's like an op you can never get rid of, yo.
It's crazy. Like your whole world just
Yeah.
come crashing down. Not only
Yeah.
on child support. Like I get mad when my check is messed up. Just imagine somebody digging in my pocket every week. That's crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, you get used to it, and you gotta learn how to adjust to that. Like, child support is gonna be child support, regardless. I'm not mad at child support. You take the money out. Just make sure that money is going to somewhere that is gonna help my daughter. Start a college fund. You could put $5 out of whatever they taking out, $10 out of whatever they taking out every week from my check, and put it aside.
Something beneficial.
Do you know? I don't know what's being done with the money, but that's not my. After it leaves my check, that's not my money anymore. That's not my concern. I gotta deal with what I can deal with this little bit of money that I'm left with, and I gotta move on with that.
Right.
So, whatever she does with the money, or any, you know, mother of a child does with the money, I just would hope that it will benefit for the betterment of the child, because that's what we go to court for, right? You go into court because the father is not taking care of
The kid
financially. So that money that you tell the court you need for your kid, do exactly what you said you was gonna do with it. There's and it's sad, but there's women out here who go to the club with child
Use
support.
that shit to take
Matter of
trips.
fact, can I add to that?
They get their hair done, and that's cool. That's cool, but and it be sad sometimes, because there be, and some of these dudes too. It should be no reason why you out popping bottles every week, but your child don't got enough Pampers in the house. Or not even in the mother's house, in your house, bro. There should be no reason why you balling and niggas be scamming for clothes, risking their freedom to buy Balmains and
Scamming for
niggas is scamming for clothes, bro. You scamming for clothes for what? You risking your freedom every day, 3 to 5 year minimum, bro.
Hold that thought. What's going on? We got another member of today's podcast, Cedel. He's a deadbeat father. What's Cedel? That's a deadbeat father. When you see Cedel, he got deadbeat written all over his face. He don't take care of his kid.
We fought before that. We fought because of that before.
That's what I'm saying. Deadbeat father. Wait. Where's your daughter, bro? Yo, get the camera on Cedel real quick.
Now, when I talk about dudes that don't take care of their daughters and they get jabbed on site,
Cedel.
this dude.
Where's Bianca, bro? Where's Bianca?
said, where's Bianca?
We'll take you some.
She's in the Maldives.
Yo,
Swimming
Cedel,
with
what up,
stingrays.
bro?
Just left the chop shop, bro.
Cedel, what up?
My son just paid $400.
What up, boy?
Yo, your insurance covered that? I know your move. I know how you be moving.
Yo,
What up, man?
Now, I was on the live. I was peeping what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Yo, mind you, I don't have no children.
Wow. And then the denial.
Yo, it's kids like him. It's
Listen,
parents
I'm about
like
to put
that.
my daughter down. And we about to shake it real quick.
Yo, this is crazy, yo. Yeah, man.
Chill, bro.
What's
Dave Melody.
Oh, that's the one to walk in, on the walk in.
Stop playing. Stop playing.
That shit probably nasty.
Anyway.
But me and Tyler gonna sip this cranberry.
Yo. What up, though,
Two.
man?
Cranberry in here, though.
Yo, oh man.
No.
This is
it's
the
mad
gangsterness,
idiot,
man.
All right.
Trust me.
Y'all got something to wipe it? Or
Nah.
ask what you call it. Tyler,
You might have to come.
Outside, man. Whatever. Question. Anyway, to sum up what we was talking about, the disadvantages that men face with their, mother of their
I was
children. Stuff
watching
like
the
that.
live and all that. I caught the whole conversation.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
Good.
So Ray, sorry, Del. Yo,
No.
Ray. So tell me, I see Tyler on social media all the time. We know you do what you do. Tell me some of the most ratchet shit you see about these baby mothers on social media, bro. Cause I see it. You know what I hate? The half.
I've seen a lot of ratchet shit from baby fathers, bro.
The half.
I've seen a lot of ratchet and it's crazy.
They
Like,
be doing push-ups with their daughter on their back.
I mean, I'm like, yo, listen, you doing push-ups, but, bro.
I see half
It
naked
be-
women,
it be
half
videos-
naked, then they mothers, they half naked, and then they got pictures with their kids.
True.
That's what I hate.
There should be no reason why the appreciation to my daughter post is two posters away from you twerking.
Yeah.
Spread it out, baby girl. Spread it out. Like,
Put it at the bottom first.
please.
Get mad different
Please.
posts in between.
Yo,
and
let me
then
do
post a
one
twerk video.
Let me do one swipe up and then find the twerk video. If you're gonna have it like that, like.
Yo, son.
But there be dudes out here rolling up in front of their kids and all types of.
You seen that?
Bro, it's the gram,
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie, I
never
see
seen
everything
that.
on social
The
media,
gram.
bro. No funny
I remember
shit,
watching the video where
Dude rolling up.
rolling up, bro.
Trife.
Pushing out backward guts and his daughter right there. Playing with fucking.
On the live.
Come on, son. You got wild gangster. You got wild gangster music in the back.
Man, YG.
Like those. That's come on, bro.
Yeah, you do see shit like that all the time, though, yo. Social media shit. There's literally everything that happens in life. You see that shit everywhere on social media.
I
yo.
mean,
You
that's
gonna
just the
see that
lifestyle. That's the society we live in today. So
Yo,
it's
that
like
shit is crazy,
you gonna
yo.
see everything before. You wouldn't know certain things was happening before, but now in today's society, everything
You don't
know-
need TV no more. I swear to God, if I miss a show, whatever I miss, I can miss anything, bro. I see it on social media, yo. It's good though, Cedel.
I'm chilling. I was hearing y'all talk about like how like men need to get together or whatever and like have like this coalition, like so the joints will know like, yo, we gotta get the same rights as you. So I think it really starts with like men, like we was having that conversation not too long ago about like niggas treating each other's family like their own. Right. Like treating their daughters like their own, like, like different things like that. And I feel like if we could kind of cultivate that whole like movement ourselves on an everyday, not for like any branding movement or whatever, where it's just like, yo, this is like the lay of the land, this is how we actually move. Then I feel like things would take notice. And we have to like kind of bring it to the courts before the women do it. That's one thing that I do feel like a lot of men don't do.
I agree on that, and
Like,
I'm one of those people that don't do it, that didn't do it.
But
Like
wouldn't it
I was
still be
sitting
unfair?
back. What?
But wouldn't it still be unfair?
I think
It's a possibility, but at least they'll hear you. They hear you out first.
right. And it's not common, so I could understand why why dudes will have reservations about not going to the courts first, because it's just like niggas don't want the government involved regardless. So it's just like that's one thing that like dudes would say from like the 90s or whatever, or like the beginning of the time. If a girl call the cops on you, or if the girl like
They don't like the Chris
And
Brown
that's-
shit. Like the Chris Brown shit. Chris Brown just got locked up, went to jail for saying that he raped somebody and he didn't even do the shit. Like
no, he didn't say he raped nobody.
No.
The
It was accusations. The girl accused him of raping her in his
Right.
hotel room, and that wasn't, you know.
Then she came out and said she
It
lied.
was true. This is the thing that needs to happen. I don't care who gets mad at me, yo.
I agree.
I think the punishment.
I already read it on his post.
I
bro.
think the punishment for falsely accusing somebody of rape, whatever that time that they was about to give this
15.
person,
Yeah, you give it
you
to
should.
the woman.
If they're about to give him 10 years for rape, then you should be at least facing 5.
Facts.
You should.
Facts.
The punishment for that should be harsher. And I know there's people like, oh, but accusing somebody of rape and actual rape is not the same thing. But you got to think about what comes with that title of rape.
Think about
Yeah.
yo.
You have to think.
And he got a shaky background when it
Come
comes
on.
to that.
Yeah.
So
Come
it's
on.
just like
That he
it's
can't
like
shake. That he
it's
can't
even,
shake.
right, and it's like it's even more believable because of that. You get what I'm saying? Like you could sway public opinion based on his track record. Granted, I'm not giving nobody no passes on that, but if somebody is blatantly lying on a nigga, that's not cool.
And
Like
it's so
they should be
crazy.
facing some time.
Yeah, women, they all they need is the space to destroy somebody. Like,
Yo,
a
man,
man
let me-
is
let me-
quick.
let me say
they
this.
can hate you.
This is not a woman bash segment
Yeah,
or
no,
none of
no,
that.
no.
Call a spade a spade.
We're not doing that. We're not.
No,
doing
we love
There's
them.
some corny dudes out there, like I said. There's corny dudes. There's corny women. There's corny. Corny is everywhere.
Yeah. It's just a perspective. It's just a male's perspective right now. And I feel like it needs to be like, especially from younger dudes like in our age range, it needs to be kind of like fleshed out so we won't have to deal with that with our kids.
Niggas gotta
Like-
gotta bring back 2 family homes. Like even with my mom and dad. My mom and dad, they've been together 40 years. Like, you know, you hear about from the old age.
That's
There's
beautiful,
grandparents
bro.
that been together
Like,
50
and
something years.
You know
like
what
shit
the
like
thing
that.
is? You know what the thing is about that? The beauty of it, they probably went. Your parents, my parents, our grandparents went through hell and back with each other. They went through hell and back with each other, and that's mainly what men and women be like. Oh, why don't guys want to get married? Why? No, but your morals and stuff shouldn't. If you watch your grandmother and stuff, like a dude will, I guarantee a dude will marry a woman if he went through hell and back with her. That means he cheated. Maybe she cheated. They still went through hell with each other and they still together. He has no choice but to marry her, bro. I'm not talking about just cheating. I'm talking about financial problems. I'm talking about everything. If you was broke, bro, and she held you down and you cheated and she stayed and she cheated and you stayed or whatever the case may be, I'm talking about going through hell, bro, to where you like, I don't think I could do this no more. And y'all come out standing, bro, you have no choice but to marry that woman. In my opinion.
I just think
that shows me that I could go through anything with you and I know you won't leave my side. So I'm giving you a ring.
But I think
But
one
some people just be staying to stay.
That's
There's
That's-
a lot.
that's-
Yeah.
we got-
Wait. But what I'm saying is that you talk about if a woman just I'm doing all this blah 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 and she's staying. A lot of people just stay because
For years. Because of years.
Right. But what I'm saying is that I feel like
You want to take it off?
back in the day, people had kids who they really wanted to have kids with. I feel like more today is just it be these one night stands. It be these, these. I don't want to say the wrong word, but it just be these.
One fucks and it happens, bro.
But other than the one night stand, it just be these.
That is crazy.
use
Or a lot,
Right,
situations where they was
unfortunate situations that land you with someone who you really don't want to be with.
Right.
So now, not only do you not want to be with this person, but now you guys have a kid together. So now it's even tougher. It's tougher, and I feel like social media plays a role in that. I just feel like
All these memes.
it's a lot of raw sex going on, bro. Tyler, yo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the day, people really loved each other. It's like you did things to people that you like. I'm talking about 80s and 90s. Like I look at my parents.
80s was the baby boom, bro.
I look at my family.
They was fucking
I look at
like
my
on
family,
drugs.
and everyone who has kids, they're together. There are no divorces or anything like that. People was fucking people that they really wanted to be with, and today it's like we giving all like look at rappers, bro. They got babies with strippers. People who
But
don't want to
but the
make
thing
be
is,
with.
you know-
just a girl is a stripper, bro. That don't mean
You having sex with raw sex with people. Now you got kids with them. And then when the kid grow up with an unfortunate lifestyles because you guys weren't made to be together in the first
well, if
place.
they're a rapper, I don't think that kid is. I mean, the unfortunate thing is that they parents probably are not together, but they still growing up with a lot that we don't have. Like,
true, but it's still unstable.
Materialistic.
Not even. They get to go to better schools, live in better neighborhoods. Everything they have,
But they don't have a 2-family home.
that's
And your mother's getting
not
around
Sierra.
crazy.
Not Sierra. Not Sierra.
I don't know Sierra's situation. You
She got Russell.
Oh, really? I don't follow Sierra. You follow Sierra?
I don't follow her, but I know her situation.
That sounds like
Ray be in tune with all the shade room drama. If it's on the shade room, Ray know what's up, yo.
What she said is more about trying to trap the man. Wait, I hope you're not saying you trying to trap men.
You got good vision, bro.
Come on, bro.
I need an edible, bro.
These jeans is good. I got them 2 for 15.
No.
What she said?
Who does?
She said it's more about trying to trap the man.
Explain more.
I don't know yet.
I don't know what you mean.
I hope it's not what I'm reading.
Well, I'm not getting
Woman,
It's
how
more
they
about
trap men.
trying to trap the man. I don't.
How much
get
time
what
do you hear
saying.
about situations where because of a man's name, if a woman have sex with the guy one time,
She happens to
it's
get pregnant,
She get
yeah.
pregnant. Is I gotta keep it because look who it is. Like I don't care. Like
Yeah, I get it. That is a financial standpoint. It's a financial look.
Yeah, but is that money worth? Is that money worth your mental health? Because you go through some shit.
But even if if the girl's even saying that look at his name, I'm gonna keep the child. You can't think that she's thinking in the future as far as how her kid is gonna be.
Right.
You know,
She's
so
thinking about
it's just
herself.
it's securing the bag, so it's just
Pregnancy should not be a profession.
Yeah.
That should not be an occupation, bro.
Or a meal ticket.
Yo, that shit is.
These days, child support and divorce are businesses, bro. Like they
all
turned
of
it into
it, all of
businesses.
it. Marriage, all of that is a business.
And then people wonder why our generation are scared to get married, bro. Like we watching all of this shit.
Yeah,
I'm scared.
It's more reasons to not get married.
I'm scared, bro.
Certain people live married.
I'm going to get
lifestyles.
married. I'm going to get married, but right now I'm scared, bro.
Tell me, okay, your views on marriage. What
I
is
think
this?
I think it's like signing to Bad Boy in the 90s. Like it's a business.
Death row, nigga.
It's a business deal.
Chill, don't play Suge, bro.
No.
Chill, bro.
Well, no, listen. I'm only saying that because when they used to sign the Bad Boy, Puffy throw the suit on, you got the hit. Look at G Dep. Look at Mace, bro. Mace was killing it. Yeah. And then he's like, yo, Diddy, you know I had my fun. Listen, I don't think it's gonna work out. Diddy was like, nah, it's gonna work out.
Right.
You're not going nowhere. I still got
10 more albums on this contract.
facts, bro. That's marriage, bro. That's marriage.
Yo, this dude Jeff Bezos, the dude that's
Come
the CEO
on,
of
Amazon.
Amazon, the creator of Amazon.
Listen to this.
He is worth, I believe it was like 146
$142 billion.
He is getting divorced, and he with them splitting.
His wife got like 40-something million.
No, she's getting half,
That's
and she's
good.
gonna be the richest woman in the world.
That's
basically.
good.
Yo, that's so.
But she helped him start that company up. She's entitled.
I don't know the details.
Me neither.
But I'm
She
just
helped him
saying.
start that company.
Just off a divorce
It's just
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
It's just
cheaper to
crazy
keep
that
her.
she's about to be.
Settling.
It's cheaper.
Whoever said that is settling. Stop settling. You unhappy.
You.
That's settling.
Yo,
Nah.
that's off.
Yo,
off a
I'm
divorce.
just like, just getting divorced. You are now the richest woman in the world. That's bonkers to me.
It's an occupation, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's an occupation. Like this is
Nah,
now a job, bro.
like,
Tyrese, we love you.
I don't know the Jeff Bezos and his like former wife situation. Like, so I can't even tell you if she held him down, if she didn't, or
Me
whatever.
neither.
All I heard was that like he was like talking to other joints and all that, and like they just like decided to split.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Listen.
Oh man.
listen. Get it how you live, yo. Get it how you live. But do not deny the fact that it's an occupation now. This is a profession.
Yeah.
When you write down on your resume, that needs to be on your resume.
Somebody said, when is Jason having kids?
Oh,
Shut up, that was you, Dave, nigga. Nigga, right in the chat, you bum ass
yeah.
Yo, this nigga is crazy, yo.
nigga. Jason, are you?
Nah,
Are you
my-
involved?
Nah. My time gonna come, bro. I feel like I gotta be scared, bro. Yo,
What
like
are
you said,
your
like,
biggest fears?
yo, is going on Instagram live and watching my baby mom twerking, doing handstand, popping her pussy on a handstand or some funny shit.
All right, so
like you gotta be like.
So my thing to that is like, are you not confident in the type of woman that you are choosing?
Bars.
They started sweating.
Nah, it's not that. It's just all right. Like for example, look at G Herbo. G Herbo and Ari, whatever her name is, they was together for a while. And when they broke up, she became an instant hoe, bro. You see what type of shit she doing? You would have never thought she would have been that type of girl, or he never thought they would have been that type of girl when they was together.
My thing is that a lot of times when we get into situations or we start dealing with a joint, early on we get blinded by, oh, this is popping. This is popping. She's like, she's the best thing that I've had.
You give me a strong 3 months, you my wife.
Yo, and then it's like we ignore the red flags. Men and women, we ignore the red flags, and then when things go sour, the real person come out, and then you be like, I don't know how this happened to me.
Me again.
So it's just like that's why I asked the question again. Are you concerned in the way that you pick women?
Nah.
Yes, you are.
Nah.
Yes, you are. Because if you wasn't, you wouldn't be scared, bro.
You could pick you could pick a good person. People change. People do strange things.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I was in a relationship for 7.5 years, bro. And I would have never. The person that I was with, I would have never thought what happened at the end of our
is
relationship.
a heroin addict, bro.
Shit happened.
Her love seeds dropped.
Yo, bro, you feel me? Like you would have thought, nigga. You would have thought, nigga. Like yo, I'm saying shit happened.
Too many spoons with a burnt bottom.
Started figuring shit out. Like
I know we ate black beans yesterday. But shit be coming out. I done used Dawn like 3 times. Like
that's what I'm saying. People change. Things change, bro.
The rice spoon.
It be like that, yo. So you don't. It's not. You could think you're gonna choose somebody good. Shit change. You start finding out how a person really is, and then you start realizing that's not the person you really. How much times you hear situations people been married for years, been together for years, and you be like, damn, they broke up after being together for so long. They change. People change.
Yeah.
People change.
I'm just not a fan of giving up.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a line.
But when
Right.
There's a line.
There is a line.
Right.
There is a
There's a
line.
line.
There's
There's a
definitely a line.
when is your
Because-
when is your end point? Like
Everybody's
threshold?
line is different. Cause mine's I done took a lot of shit, bro. I done took a lot, like some wild.
Like what?
But I
What?
do feel like when you go through these things and like have your line pushed and you like on some like
Extended,
I've overextended my stay or whatever and I took too much. Like I feel like that should be the lesson that you go into the next situation with. Like,
You get
okay,
deeper.
I understand what it is that
See?
I will and will not tolerate.
And that was something that's the reason why I feel like I'm single right now, because I wanna take that time to not do the same. Every relationship that I've been in, it started kind of the same way. It ended the kind of the same way. It's like
So
I
what's
don't
it-
I don't
it's a
want to
pattern,
do that. I don't want to do that no more. So if I gotta sit out and not be in a relationship until I find somebody, or until I'm ready to be in a relationship mentally, where I know that I'm not gonna do the same things that I
Thank you.
used to do,
My brother.
then I will get into a relationship. Other than that, I have to be single because when you jump into a relationship, you're responsible for somebody
You
else's
gotta
feelings.
think about that, yo. Like,
it's
nobody-
like-
I feel like a lot of people, they pushing that to side. Like when you get in a relationship, you gotta, are you mentally prepared to be with a person?
Right.
You gotta make sure their
Right.
well-being. You gotta make sure they're good at all times. Like you now have another child, if you want to call it. It's not technically another child, but it's like it's somebody else that you really gotta worry about all the time.
All
Are
right.
you mentally gonna be ready for that all the time?
What happens when the girl you want to marry isn't ready to be in a relationship?
Is the relationship
Is the
over?
relationship over? No. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, we're gonna wait till you ready. I'm gonna wait till you ready.
I feel like yo,
That's a weird question.
no,
It's
but
not.
if you not
Because men do it all the time.
So you ready to marry this girl, but she ain't ready to be in a relationship?
No. She was saying I read it
and
wrong.
she's not ready
She's not
to
ready.
be married.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not ready to be married.
I don't think it's over. I just think like if it's the dude,
Yeah.
you gotta pay attention. Why don't she want to be married? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like
And that's rare. A woman don't want to get married. That's rare too.
I don't know. I don't think it's as rare as
I know
niggas
women that
think.
don't want to get married.
Why
I don't think
not?
it's. I don't think it's.
No,
No.
it's stressing the man.
Ideally, women want to get married more than men. But the thing about it is that I do feel like I hear a lot of times girls say no, and dudes be proposing left and right.
Bro.
I always say, yo, if I get on my knees and propose to a girl and she say no, bro, she better throw her hands when I get up. You gonna get it on. I did not just get on my knees.
We don't condone domestic violence at the Lounge Podcast.
That is a fact.
Jason is stepping down from the CEO of the Lounge Podcast.
But why though?
Yeah,
Why what?
bro?
What do you think of some of the reasons? It's over there, bro. It's not over there. What do you think of some of the reasons why women wouldn't want to get married?
I feel like
Y'all be dogs.
all right. That's a bum ass statement. But anyway, I think when y'all not there, like yo, when you don't feel like yo, you are like a person would be there at your beck and call. There's certain things that like family is involved also. You guys are married, not just each other. You guys are marrying your families together. And if there's problems on that end that, you know, each person doesn't like fix or whatever, it's a whole snowball effect that could go into, you know, effect when you go into marriage with somebody that somebody might have reservations about.
What I'm saying is that I only see it happen if the dude moved too fast and she looking at him like, whoa, like we just started. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
If
the
he
timing
jumped,
is wrong.
right. If he got caught up in his feelings, he fell in love too fast, and now she just like, whoa, like I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But normally men are pressed about. You know,
Don't let their friends get married. Or don't let
we gonna edit that out, bro.
You gonna switch the sound up. It ain't gonna be tables, right? It ain't gonna be tables, ladders, and chairs.
My God! What is he doing with the table?
Yo, no, but yeah, yeah. I think if a girl says no to me, and I feel like I'm there, I'm ready, I want to listen as to why. It's gonna be mad easy to get in your feelings about it, but you gotta know why. Yeah. Because if it's the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with, you gotta understand where she's at with it.
Right. When are you proposing again?
That's the truth.
Now she's gonna have to get on her knees and ask me that.
If she dead you twice, what's up? Come on, bro.
She's a hoe.
Like, what are you doing again?
If she dead you twice,
what do you propose?
You gotta cancel her, bro.
Again? Would you propose again after being dead at first?
Nah, your confidence is gonna be shot.
I'll propose again.
Your confidence is gonna be shot though.
Yeah, your confidence is gonna be shot, but once you understand the reason and then you kind of work on that or whatever,
I would downsize the ring, bro, if I got dead at the first time.
Yo, why? Hold on. Why? I was on live one day, right? Or there's some So one of my coworkers, she do this podcast thing. It's called a Girls Night Out. One of her friends that was on, or my coworker's friend that was on the show, she said that my husband gotta get me a 20K ring. If it's not a 20K ring, then she don't want to get married.
Oh yeah,
right?
she's gonna stay single.
No. But she's saying even if he feels, if he gets me, let's say example for a $2,000 ring, he has to promise me that years down the line that my ring will be worth $20,000.
Hold on. Is she gonna get her ring appraised after he proposed?
I don't know.
Business.
Women do that.
It's a business.
But see if it's fake or real.
But that's mad stupid.
So that determines the love.
Right. That's mad dumb.
That's why I never like.
Come on, man. That's mad dumb. If a girl go ask you after you get on your knee or whatever, yo, how much was this ring? That's mad tacky. That's classless.
That's classless.
That is
super classless.
Wait, hold on. You wouldn't be offended if a girl asks you how much you spend on a ring?
I shouldn't have to tell my wife.
I wouldn't be offended. I'd be offended.
I would be offended, bro.
I'll be offended. Because is that
offended? Like I'm mad because you asked me how much.
If y'all got grandparents who are alive, or great grandparents who are alive rather, ask them how much they paid for their rings.
But the dollar was different though.
It was different, but they wasn't spending.
Bro, when the bill come,
spending their savings, their entire savings, their life savings on a ring, bro. If you won't marry me because my ring is $5,000 rather than
I'm like
$20,000, or if my ring was $100, That don't mean that.
I get it.
How do you
That's
put
something different,
you're
though.
putting a price on love?
Right. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
No.
Because
you are.
I get what you're saying. I'm talking about being asked. I wouldn't be offended if I was asked.
all right, but what is the reason for her asking other than that?
Because she's curious.
Curious for what?
You can't be curious
For how
and just be
much?
on some like, oh.
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it that way.
So if she looked at you crazy because you said 2 stacks, that ain't gonna make you feel like yo, she's just in it for something
For the money.
else.
She's in it for the money.
Nah, she
outside
just
of
started.
love.
Her price range is probably just different from my price range.
What the hell you mean? Like,
If I tell her, yo, I spent $2,000 on the ring, and she's like, if she's a little
ring is
disgruntled,
not
a little
what's
rubbed
important, bro.
differently, I get what you're saying.
It's not.
I'm
what's-
talking about being offended. Being offended.
I'm
that's
offended.
very offensive.
I'm offended. The ring.
Because-
if you're getting married to somebody, why is something material that my parents, right?
She said yes already,
Let
mind you.
me give you an example.
So it's
right?
not based on the ring. She said,
My-
yeah, that's why she asked you how much it cost.
My parents.
She didn't ask you how much it cost when you was on your knees. Like, oh, well, let me see.
Yeah, but she was thinking.
Hold on,
She was
before I say
thinking.
yes,
She
before I
put it
say
on her
yes,
hand.
I'm like this.
She put it on her hand, looked at it, and said,
Later.
"Yes, I'm gonna marry you."
No,
but the
no.
whole time she's thinking,
Nah,
like,
she-
"How much is this shit?"
Yeah.
Did you go to the boulevard? Did you get this on? Did you get this on for
hold
them?
on, hold on.
John had a question.
Yeah, I
John
got a
had
quick question. He was like, how do you feel women feel like a man should treat them because of what they've been through their previous relationship?
All right.
She's not healed.
That's unfair,
Yeah.
and that's
She's
why I
not
said
healed.
everybody, not just guys, everybody
bugging
shouldn't
on
get
her
into a
life.
relationship if you still holding on to that type of stuff. And we
bugging.
all do it. We all guilty of it. Like I don't trust women because
I
of this.
I have
or
trust-
don't-
nah, it's true though, 'cause I
That's
have
what I
trust
said.
issues
That,
with
but
that because of-
then you don't need to be in a relationship just then and there.
Right.
You don't need to be in a relationship. And if you jumping in a relationship, you talk to people and they make you feel a certain way.
Or how
that's
about-
Another
good.
person ain't supposed to make you whole. I feel like it's 2 whole people coming together to complement each other.
Right.
Because it's just like I feel like your insecurities are gonna bleed onto somebody else that whatever they do that the last person didn't do or whatever, or you're making them like work for that or whatever, it's going to build resentment. And it's just like that you're not accepting the person for who they are and how they naturally make you feel.
And it's like you're basically restarting your last relationship by doing that.
Right.
That's all you're doing. You're not even going to enjoy the things that this new dude is doing because you're still thinking about the last dude that hurt you. Oh, he did.
or how about-
he didn't tell me good morning in the morning. That's the same. That's a sign. That's a red flag.
So,
No, it's not.
So how about the girls that's they've been in or they was in a relationship for a long time, they damaged, and there's actually a guy that want to be there for them that's actually trying, like, yo, like I'm not here to hurt you, like I really want to be with you, but she's like no because of what this dude before me did.
That nigga
He
need to
hurt
leave her
me.
alone.
Sooner or later, she's gonna be by herself.
But what if
Right,
it's
that
similar
nigga need to leave
activity? What if the dude is doing the same thing that the past dude did? And now that's triggering these feelings of
I
Understood.
The issue is never your issue. Your response to the issue is your issue.
Bars.
Ooh, can I get a little?
I think R. Kelly said that way before you, bro.
We not talking about that man.
Time out.
Nah, I got that from my son Zoe Williams.
But what I'm
She's
saying
about
is
to tear
that
down this place.
if a woman doesn't
Tyler.
trust you, what if you're doing the same thing that the last dude did?
But like I said, it's really how she deal with it. Because if it's something that's like generally like not cool across the board, she has to figure out if she's gonna deal with the dude or not.
Right.
But if it's something that is just really based on her insecurity, she gotta be on some like, okay, this is me tripping, and she gotta realize that,
Yeah.
and then figure it out. It's nothing that the dude could do outside of like just stop doing like the irrational stuff.
All right, so when do a man? All right, so if let's say a guy,
And they gotta communicate. That's
what
really
if a guy's pursuing a girl, right, and he's been trying, doing everything he can, and it's just not clicking with her because she's been through a lot of stuff in the past because she's been hurt. At what point do the guys stop trying to feel like, you know what, I'm not gonna.
At what point should he stop?
What point should he stop trying?
Whenever he feel like it, honestly. Because you can't put no hard line on nothing like that when it comes with somebody's feelings. But we can go
I
ahead.
think Thais had another question.
What she say?
She said, why she got to be by herself? There's got to be some guy willing to take his time and break the wall down if she's worth it.
No. She got to break the wall herself.
Yeah, that's why I semi gotta agree. Like on that, there got to be like a halfway point. Like, you got to be willing. Like, if this dude is doing all the right things, you got to be able to drop your wall a little bit. You can't have him just
Soften your skin.
The whole soul of the relationship should not be him trying to break your wall down.
Exactly.
That should not be the soul of the relationship.
At a point of time,
because he's gonna get tired.
It's a mission.
He's gonna get tired, and he got shorty at work who's like, "Oh my God, like you, like he's gonna hear those compliments that he be wanting to hear from you, but you too busy keeping your wall up that you're not complimenting him, and he's gonna go." Mess with somebody else, and you're gonna be by yourself.
Get in where you fit in.
That's where it's gonna come with the niggas ain't shit, and all guys are the same, and all of that other stuff. Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Nah, she can't be scared to break her wall down if the guy's doing everything right and he's not pressuring you for it.
So if she's scared and damaged, can you call her scared and damaged? That's a trigger. She gonna be tight if you be like, yo, I realize that, yo, you might be scared of this situation and you might be damaged for your previous interactions with dude. She'll feel slighted. Right. So it's just like we also got to be in a place where we having honest conversations. If we breaking these walls down, we got to be on some like, yo.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah. But yo, man, y'all fellas, thanks for y'all for coming, man.
Thirsty for compliments. What are you talking about?
Who that?
Yo, Thais, man. John said we got to wrap up. We definitely going to invite you to the show. We love you, already know, man.
Yo, this is the Lounge Podcast, y'all.
Yo, you can follow me at the Real Brick James on Instagram, all right?
Nah,
it's R.Rome. R.Rome.
Cedel be in the building. It's JD today.
NYC.
Let's go.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Chemist.
I get it, this thing could get mixy if we're not committed. That picture was sending, you knew I'd be open the minute you sent